Alright. Okay. I was arrested at an Olive Garden. I was there with my girlfriend eating, and I don't know if it was the endless salad bowl or the red wine, but something about the mood got me just right, and we went to the bathroom and we had sex. And it must have been pretty loud because when we got out, there was a police officer waiting there to arrest me, not for having sex in an Olive Garden bathroom, but for incest. Because when you're there, you're family. And the law's no law. That guy, he got away quicker. Yeah. I also have a wacky aunt, and I see her like twice a year. Every time I go back, she always feels the need to like bring me out to some art event or like some bullshit carnival or something. And last time I was there, we went to this art showing, they had wine, and I hate it every time because as soon as we get there, she scampers off to go talk to her friends, and I have to sit there and just find the bar immediately and start drinking, and inevitably some guy with a ponytail named Chad with the finger-toed shoes shows up in a tweed jacket and just starts like fucking berating me, and so like recently I've stopped. I don't want to talk to him, but I want to get him away from me as soon as possible with the fewest amount of words. So what I do now is he'll come up to me and he's like, "Hey man, are you enjoying that wine?" And I was like, yeah, it's great, yeah, this is a great, smells great, it tastes great. And he's like, "Yeah, that's a 71 Malbec, it's a good wine." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know, I like to consider myself kind of a wine dinosaur." And you can see it wash over his face like, "Oh, I'm gonna like destroy him in public." He's like, "I think you mean wine connoisseur." I say, "No, I don't eat meat. I'm not a murderer." Chad. Works every time. I quit Boy Scouts. Not today, but whenever I was 9. It'd be weird if I quit it today. I quit it. A lot of people know that Boy Scouts don't allow like openly gay people in it still to this day. But what they don't know is that they don't allow step-parents in the Boy Scouts. In 2013, they don't allow step-parents to come to events. This was 9 years ago, but I went to an outing with my stepfather to camp, and the counselor came up to me and he's like, "Hey, are you having a good time?" You know, like I was sitting on my tent and I was like, "Yeah, I'm having a great time. It's my first time in the Boy Scouts." He's like, "Yeah, are you excited? Your dad's here. He seems to be having a good time." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Like, he's actually my stepdad though, and you could see it wash over. Like I knew even at the like age of 9, he was like, "Oh, stepdad." Like a German in 43, like, oh stepdad. Like I said something awkward and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fill out some more paperwork." And you know, like I was, that scene in Inglourious Bastards where he's pointing out his family underneath the floorboards. I felt like I was fingering my stepdad. That doesn't sound right, but I felt like I was pointing out my stepfather. And then the next day, they call him up. They call us both up, and they're like, "Oh, you can't come to events anymore because, you know, you're not his biological father." And I was so like, he had just married my mom, and I was like, "Don't I get anything out of this guy fucking my mom? This new guy, nothing. Like nothing can come from it." And I was like so angry. I just wanted to like fucking burn down the building that we all met at. But all I had was the flint and steel, and I didn't even earn a badge. Well, I earned one badge, which is the "My Dad's Not Here" badge, which I wore on my face in the form of tears. So that's still cool. Oh, every time I love to see that vortex thing in the middle. No, you don't like the vortex? I won't do any more vortex humor. No vortex humor. I was recently outside of a bar talking to my friend, and you could tell that this girl was eavesdropping, and I fucking hate eavesdropping. Like anyone eavesdropping, like I could just tell she's like the table next to us. She's clearly like peeking over and like listening to it. And throughout the conversation, like I mentioned the words, this black guy, blah, blah, and she like Not because I'm racist, just because I like to paint a picture whenever I tell stories. And she turned to me, a stranger who I didn't know, like this hippie girl turned to me and says, "Why does he have to be black?" And I'm kind of proud of myself because immediately, like instantly, without thinking, I said, "Yeah, why does he have to be black? Why can't he be white like the rest of us? What a utopia!" She didn't like it either. What if she was like that all the time? She was just like standing on the street and like, "Hey, sir, do you have to be black? You do have to. All right, but I'm watching you." So I was thinking the other day about like the days before it's been so long, but the days before I masturbated, the days when you and your friends would kind of like rifle through your parents and their parents' medicine cabinets and you